People, welcome back to our YouTube channel and thank you so much for joining the channel today. So guys, if this is your first time here, please do not forget to click the like button and share this video, because if you do share the video, many people will see it and benefit from this material, and equally I will get water to drink. Thank you so much for understanding. Today's video, I want to talk about how you can study in Sweden. I did a video previously and I think it's essential for me to elaborate again about some certain things you need to know if you can move to Sweden with your family. And I'm here to tell you that yes, you can actually move to Sweden with your family if you apply for a bachelor's, a master's or PhD program in any Swedish university. Now, I am going to be telling you some things about this entire application, but before we begin, there are certain things you need to know. If you move to Sweden, you as the international student will work part-time. You can equally work full-time, but it will not be good, because if you apply to move with your family or partner, your partner is entitled to full-time working opportunity. But you as an international student, you can also work full-time, but it might disturb you to study. And remember, if you work full-time and it disturbs you to study and you are not able to graduate and get at least 30 ECTS credit units per that semester or per that year, it may disturb you and your permit will not be renewed, which will now affect your partner that is working full-time. So my advice is work part-time and let your partner work full-time. The advantage here is you can move with your partner even if you apply for a bachelor's or a master's or PhD program. Is that not awesome? Thank you so much. Then again, if you move to Sweden, you should understand that you are not going to start working immediately. In most of my videos, I have said this times and again. When you move abroad, you have to first of all get your legal papers. In the case of Sweden, you need to get what is called a personal number. Then with this personal number, you must get a Swedish identity card. Then with the Swedish identity card, you can now create a bank account. If you do not get these three things before, you cannot be able to work in Sweden. This takes me to the third point, which I'm about to tell you. Please, when you go to the university admissions.se website, that is the website you are going to be applying for admissions to study in Sweden. Make sure that you select a course that is at least 120 ECTS or more if you are to do a master's program. The reason is because if you select anything below this, you will not get a personal number, and in other words, you are just like a tourist in Sweden. And if you intend to stay longer in Sweden, make sure you apply for a course that is at least 120 for a master's. At least for bachelor's, there is no way you can select a course that is below this. So please put all this into consideration, and remember that if you are thinking that you are going to work in Sweden, of course you are going to do normal student jobs like restaurant jobs, housekeeping jobs and the rest, factory jobs and the rest. But if you are a highly skilled professional, you may be able to get IT jobs, engineering jobs. And remember, you as a student, how are you going to get that? Well, you may get that, but I'm talking now to those who are watching this video with the aim that they want to apply for jobs. Not that Sweden will hire you if you are an IT specialist, maybe a nurse, a doctor and stuff. But if you are an international student, you can always make at least 23 to 25,000 krona. You understand what I mean? So you shouldn't be thinking that, oh, if I move to Sweden, I will just start paying my tuition today because I have to work. No, prepare yourself, pay the first deposit. And remember, when you gain admissions, you have to pay first deposit before visa application. This is a compulsory something, and you as an international, you need to know this. Now, admissions is going to start in Sweden on June. In June, let me put it this way, and you should be getting ready to apply. There are various things you need to know if you really want to study in Sweden. I have mentioned some already, and I'm still going to be talking about some now. In this other video, I will talk about proof of funds. There is another video I'm going to do about proof of funds, and another video I will talk about the courses that are eligible for the SI scholarship in Sweden. Yes, there is a possibility for you to apply for admissions. Then when admissions is open and you have your offer letter, you can now apply for the SI scholarship. Okay, you can only apply when admissions is open, because for the SI scholarship portal to be open, they must make sure that admissions is out, because Sweden is organized. There is a day you have to apply, there is a deadline for you to upload all documents, the deadline for you to pay application fee, and the deadline where results will be out, or the date where results will be out. So after the results are out, they will now bring out the link for those who want to apply for SI scholarship, and there is also a date when the results for SI scholarship will be out. So please put all of this into consideration. Have you subscribed to the channel? If you are new, my name is Milton, in case I didn't say it. Now remember, when you apply for these admissions that is starting in June, you are going to start lectures January 2024. So June admissions, they will take July, August, and probably September or maybe October. Results will be out. You can check from the university admissions.se website to see the date when admissions will be out. Then after that, you can now apply for Swedish Institute scholarship. But remember, this scholarship is only for particular courses, which means that if you are going to be studying at the University of Malmo, there are particular courses at the University of Malmo that you must gain admissions into them before you can apply for Swedish Institute scholarship. And I will do another video to give you all the courses and the universities that you need to know. Now remember, for you to apply, you need to pay an application fee to Sweden, and the amount is 900 SEK, which is the Swedish krona, which is approximately 90 euros. Now with this application fee, you can apply to 4 different schools and choose different programs. Now the advantage of these 4 different programs is that if you do not get selected for the first program, you can always get selected for the second, third, or fourth. Cameroonians, Nigerians, Ghanaians, please listen to me. The university you are applying to, you can always check the tuition fee of your course on that university's website. Before you apply, you are going to see this. It's always written on the website. So please put this into consideration. Then there is no HND accepted for master's degree. I'm saying this because many people are still asking me again. I will say it again and I will not reply this again. Please, HND is not accepted for master's degree. If you have HND, consider going for bachelor's again. That one is understood. If you have a second class lower, you may be accepted in case you attach your CV. And if you have a third class, you may equally be accepted, but I know second class lower is accepted in Sweden. So please, when you are applying with a second class lower, attach a copy of your CV and write a very strong motivation letter. It's also very important. I explained before that if you intend to stay back in Sweden after your studies, make sure you apply for a program that is at least 120 ECTS credit units for master's degree, because of course bachelor's is 3 years, which is more than 120 ECTS. This is very important because if you apply for a program which is less than this, you will not be able to get a personal number in Sweden, which of course you cannot get a Swedish ID, and probably you cannot open a bank account, and you cannot work if you do not get these things in place. Also understand that if you are doing a bachelor's degree or a master's degree, a bachelor's degree lasts for 3 or 4 years. Please make sure that your passport is at least 4 years to validity. That it still has at least 4 years validity. If you are going for masters, make sure your passport still have at least 2 years validity. Because if you do not get this passport done, your visa may be rejected and you may not know why it was rejected. Please, many people get visa rejections because of the things they do. Put your passport in order first, and the passport is one of the things. And when you are rejected, your rejection letter will come in Swedish. You may not even understand what has been written on it. So please get these things into consideration. Can I pay my tuition in installment? Yes, you can pay your tuition instrumentally, like in installment. But remember, when you gain admissions, the first fee that they will ask you, you need to pay that completely. Now when you move to Sweden, there is a possibility that you can pay in installments, and your university can arrange for that. So you have to prepare yourself, pay the first tuition, prepare and have the other money for the other batch on your palms, so that when you go and you struggle to get your personal number, get your Swedish ID, open a bank account, then you look for a job. Before you even know, 3 months would have gone, because you need to book appointments to do all of this. I hope you understand. You can work, your spouse can work. I already explained all those things to you. Now, when it comes to documentation, every school has its own documents, and different programs, different schools have different requirements, but there are some documents that are general documents or general requirements that you need to put into consideration. Things like your international passport, things like your WAEC, your NECO, your GCO levels and A levels, your bachelor's degree transcript and attestation or certificate, a motivation letter, a CV, reference letters, and of course there are other specific requirements that the school may ask. That is why it is very important for you to always check the school website to be sure of what you are doing. I hope you understand. Now, if you are a Nigerian, if you're a Cameroonian, probably Ghanaian, I don't know if it works for all these 3 nationalities. Please always make sure that the transcript of your university, if you're applying for masters, let it be sent to this email now: verification.ufr.se. that is the email of universityadmissions.se. Even if you do not upload your certificate, or if you do not send the transcript to them, or if you don't upload on the website, even if you upload on the website, they will always ask you to send to them, because they want to see your transcript. And remember that when you create an account on universityadmissions.se, you need to upload all your certificates to the website before you select your courses, and there is a possibility for you to rank your courses as well. Put all the dates into consideration so that they don't meet you and cut you short. I hope you understand. Now, also understand that some schools may charge differently depending on the program. A program at the University of Stockholm may not cost the same at the University of Umeå, and may not cost the same at the University of Malmö. And remember, the number of credits also determine how expensive the program is going to be. So this is very important, and please put this into consideration. Nigerians, you do not need IELTS. Cameroonians, sometimes when you graduate from an English university like Boya, you do not need IELTS, but some group of people will still be asked to supply this exam. So please put them into consideration. I have talked about this many times. And now let's go to the part of the scholarship. Like I said, Sweden also offers scholarship. They have a general scholarship called the Swedish Institute scholarship, and this is for everybody. Cameroonians can apply, Nigerians can apply, many nationalities can apply. But the problem here is there are specific courses that if you apply to this scholarship, that you apply to these Swedish universities, that you apply for them before you can apply for this scholarship. In another video, I'm going to bring out all the courses. There are 700 of them in various universities in Sweden, and I'm going to be reading them out to you. Please listen to that video so you can make, when you go to universityadmission.se, you should be looking for the course that you can apply for a scholarship, because it's not every course that you, if you gain admission to on this universityadmission.se, you can apply for the scholarship. I hope you understand. Now also note that these courses would like this scholarship will sponsor you fully. Okay, this is the Swedish Institute scholarship, the famous scholarship. Some other departments have scholarships. Some universities also have their own particular scholarships, but I'm going to be talking about this fully funded scholarship. It covers your insurance, give you at least 10,000 Swedish krona per month for monthly stipend, then also covers your travel costs. So please put all of this into consideration. Then we are going to meet again in another episode. Bye bye.